Another episode of On the Record Podcast. Okay, folks, listen. This episode right here is going to be explicit. We're not editing it. We're leaving it as it is due to the things that are happening in this country. I feel like it's appropriate for us to do it in this natural form possible. All right? So, I am DJ Intense from On the Record Podcast. Unto the left of me, I have Emperor Key.
Good evening.
Is he even on?
No switch. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
To the right of him, I have Walt.
Yep, just another off day that I'm thoroughly enjoying. And salute to the vets.
Yes, happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day to all the vets. That's important.
Definitely.
And to the right of him, I have said, man.
Listen, man, honestly, shout out to the troops living in the past, especially the black and brown and Native American troops who pretty much fought for a country that never fought for them.
I can get with that.
Cold-blooded. All right.
True stuff.
So the reason why this episode kind of holds near and dear to our hearts is what happened in Ulvade, Texas, where a gunman named Salvador Ramos.
I don't want to mention that, dude.
He's 18 years old, and he went inside an elementary school and killed 21 people so far. Right?
Including his grandmother.
Yeah. No, that makes it 22, right?
Yeah, 22.
Because 2 teachers.
No, I thought his grandmother was on in critical condition.
Oh, she's so. Oh, thank God. Ooh.
Well, is she?
I thought she passed.
I think she
Yeah,
passed.
I heard that report Friday that she was in critical condition. Matter of fact, I'm on the computer. I look it up.
'Cause she was shot like point blank in the face.
Wait a second, huh?
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh, and before we go any further, Intense.
Yeah.
I got the numbers according to the Brady Institute of all the biggest benefactors from the donations contributed by the NRA.
Hey, gentlemen.
Yo.
As of 12 hours ago, Texas gunman grandmother is in fair condition after being shot in the face.
Wow.
She's in fair condition.
She lived.
Yes.
Listen, the odds you getting shot in the face by an AR-15 and surviving, it's like winning the lottery.
But he had a gun. I think he had a pistol and an AR-15. Oh, was that the one in Buffalo?
That's the one in Buffalo. The one in Ulvade, he had 2 AR-15s on him. And multiple clips. I think about like
325 rounds to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and this is a tragedy. And for us, it struck a nerve because, Carmen, we have discussions about guns. I never wanted to shoot a pistol. Never, ever. I was really against guns. I hated guns. I hated the concept of guns. It's not until I went to Vegas and actually shot one.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I want to get one. And not for... It's 2 reasons I want to get a gun. A, protect my home. 2, it is a stress relief.
Yeah.
And 3, to protect my assets. Because, I do carry large sums of cash sometimes.
And you want to get caught out there.
I don't want to get caught out there by nobody. So if something does happen, I am registered. I am XYZ. Different things of that nature. Okay?
Get the strap.
Get the strap.
Since you work multiple states, you got to have multiple licenses. You do.
Whatever I got to do, I'll do what I got to do.
No problem.
What pissed us off, because we all can agree, is the shooter walked in the building.
Yeah.
Armed.
Yep.
Nobody approached the guy.
Not even a resource officer.
Could you imagine a stranger walking into the building and no one said anything?
But again, this is the mentality. This is the mentality of like a lot of Americans, and it's a dangerous mentality. And this is why a lot of these things are successful, even for the worst. If he probably walked in, he probably didn't see a threat or anything funny, or didn't really assess the situation, or he didn't even, even bother to do protocol, and he just walked in, and it was good.
Like,
one thing I can say about that is, one, they are in Texas.
yep.
That's a good point.
So, with that being said, they may be used to, I don't know, but Texas, everybody has one. It's like the law, basically. It's an unwritten law that you have one. But they are in Texas. But my main thing is, so like you said, nobody said a word to him. Nobody. What is the purpose of you walking in, most likely with a bag on you, and 2 loaded AR-15s, and nobody say nothing to you?
So, wait, hold on. So, I didn't know that part. Were they clear sight, the AR-15s, when he walked in the building?
He walked in armed. If I'm understanding this correctly, he walked in with one in hand.
He walked in a
If
school
I'm
building
understanding correctly.
armed, and no one's talked to this guy at all?
Well, the only other way I can see him not doing that, it's he walked into grade school as an 18-year-old with a duffel bag.
Even that's suspicious.
I don't know. Very. Midday, very. Who are you coming to see? Somebody should have said, "Sir, where are you going? Who are you coming?" Nobody said nothing to him.
Because even when I go to the schools out here, I'm stopped at the main gate.
Of course.
So what's in the bag?
Mhm.
And I don't have nothing on me. I'm like, I can't get my kid or whatever, or I'm a parent for XYZ. They called, said I pick up XYZ child. The fact that they didn't do that,
man.
And weren't like 3 resource officers on the job at the time, something like that?
Yeah, to my knowledge.
and there was a shooting in the building.
Oh boy!
He barricaded himself within the building.
Into one of the classrooms.
One of the classrooms. Shot up the classroom.
19
kids.
And they were calling 911
Yes.
multiple times during that time.
2 teachers died. And the students.
19.
One girl survived by smearing blood on herself from a classmate.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, oh, it's a bullet. It shouldn't do that much damage. I said, you don't understand.
Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
With an AR-15, the what do you call it? The bullet, right?
The
round itself. It comes out like a baseball. The wound, if it exit out, right, Cram?
Yeah.
It's been all right. Just because of how the AR-15 bullet is made, it comes out spinning like a football. The thing about it is, after a certain distance, once wind hits anything and it gets off its axis, it'll start to tumble. Which makes it it's just like, instead of somebody hitting you with a pin, it's like somebody hitting you with an axe handle. It's flying, it's spinning like a cartwheel instead of like a football at that point in time. That's what makes it dangerous. The thing about that is, it is coming from a very far distance by the time it starts to tumble like that. Takes a little bit. Up close, like he's doing, it's like getting hit in the head with a sledgehammer. It's crazy. It's different. It's different.
So when it goes in, it goes in aggressive, and it comes out even bigger than when it went in.
Yeah, it's similar to a hollow tip, but then again, it's moving at such a large, at such a high rate of speed that when it hits you, the wound cavity, if you've ever seen the AR-15 bullet, it's probably about, if you look at a pencil, you know what I'm saying, like a smooth pencil, not one of those, it's like the octagon or whatever, the smooth pencil. Think of that a little bit smaller. It's coming out that. But the wound cavity, when it hits you, kind of balloons up to a cantaloupe. So everything is coming with it.
That's why they were having families being identified
by the swab
DNA, because depending where you get hit,
the kids are so unrecognizable.
You probably can't recognize where you get hit. Like if you get hit in the face or the chest or the shoulder.
Dude, these are closed caskets we're gonna have for these funerals. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, if you get hit in the head, most likely it's either going to powderize You know what I'm saying? Whatever it hits, or it's going to cave it in and you're not going to be able to see what's going on. It's a destructive round. It's a very destructive round. Especially on flesh of a human being, because we're not that sick of a human. We're not that sick of anything. We're very shallow. We're very weak. We're very frail. So a bullet can do a lot of damage. This is why I find it very funny when somebody be like, yo, you can't die off a 22. A 22 will treat your body like a pinball machine.
I think that's what killed Biggie. Was it? It was
that's what killed who?
Biggie. When the round went in, it ricocheted in his body.
Yeah.
And it tore his insides. And then it exited out. Because it was one was in the arm, one was in his, I think it was hand, shoulder, and then one went through the thigh, up through his chest, and ricochet and exit out. And that's how you end up dying.
And the hardest bone in your body is your thigh bone. It's like a piece of steel basically in your body. It ricocheted off.
Yeah.
He got hit in his leg. Him getting hit in his leg shouldn't have killed him.
Yeah.
But bullet ricocheted. And on top of that, a 223 is nothing but a high-powered 22. That's all it is.
My thing is,
so just think about it. You know what I'm saying?
You can be a marksman. You can know what points to hit that are not fatal. You can't really call it at the end of the day.
Nah.
Yeah. That round is made to put something down. You know what I'm saying? It's a NATO round. It's made to put something down. It's made to hunt. It's made to shoot for sport. It's made to defend.
Wow.
So
the fact that kid. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the kid bought it. He's 8. Is he just turned 18?
Just turned 18 on his 18th birthday. He bought him.
So he planned this.
So essentially he planned it.
Legally, he bought it. 18th birthday. 2 days later.
Yeah. Now, fuck that kid. I'm not gonna be the type of person that says, you know,
he's trouble. This, that, and
no. Fuck you, bro.
The mom said that shit. I was like,
fuck her.
He had her reasons. Like, yo, what the fuck? Your mother's in the hospital.
I can only imagine.
And you said that shit on national television?
This kid being coddled by his mom. I can only imagine.
But yo, listen.
The dad.
Listen, also.
Go ahead.
So I think it was one of the sheriffs or somebody that was running for office down there that said he literally was on the mic and said, even though this is very tragic, it could have been worse. Those are the words that came out of his mouth.
That's the governor, Greg Abbott. He said that shit.
Yeah,
that was the governor. So just think about that. Just think about the mentality of the people that's around.
We're gonna dive. We're gonna go in.
Hold your shit for that.
Hold that one. We're gonna go in. Just trust me. So
okay, my bad. I tried to look too far ahead. Sorry, listeners.
So 18-year-old does what he does. What pissed me off, was the cops.
The teachers did more.
The teachers did more than the cops.
And the two of them lost their lives.
How crazy is that? The teachers in the building did more than the police.
Oh, let me add on to that.
A mother got there,
uncuffed,
got detained, pled to get undetained, still made it in the building to get her kids and got out. Meanwhile, you have cops standing outside.
No. It gets worse for the cops, because guess what? Those cops ran in to save their kids, but not the other kids that are caught in the madness. How fucked up is that? You sworn protected to serve these people. And the 40% of the budget of that town goes to your pockets, and you're not doing your job.
I'm thinking about this incident. I'm thinking about the Buffalo incident, and both scenarios, both situations where law enforcement completely let the citizens down. One scenario, the woman in Buffalo is calling for help, saying there's an active shooter. The correspondent saying, why are you whispering? She's telling her there's an active shooter. The fact that she's brave enough to make the call, saying there's an active shooter, then she gets hung up on, and she has to call her boyfriend and be like, call the police. There's an active shooter at my job. You hear this?
I hope not only that bitch that hung about her loses her job, but she gets sued for her utter negligence.
Well, I don't know if we heard probably at the time. Buffalo.
What's her name? Before we even go any further, her name is Angelique Rose Gomez. She's a farm supervisor. That's the lady that was standing outside the fence I was like, yo, y'all not gonna get my kids?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get her. Her name is Angelique Rose Gomez. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but big shout out to the world's greatest superhero I've ever heard of at this point in time. And she's fucking amazing.
And what was dope, I think another officer saved a bunch of kids too and got his kids out.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't just one person. There was new people that was going in and getting other people's kids.
Yeah.
But why why the fuck are you guys just sitting outside just chilling?
It's crazy.
And the party
people, I will say this because people do this because they want a job. They don't care about what the job is.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're getting it for a check. That's it.
And a pension.
That's it. That's it.
A 20-year pension, and you can enjoy the rest of your life, still young, do what the hell you want, and you work security, private security when you're done, and you still get paid buku bucks. That's what it is.
It's true. It's true. It's no different from any. It really is no different from any job that's a necessity. Even nurses, not all of them are really committed to the cause.
Facts.
You know,
not at all. A lot of people just got into it because it was a better paycheck than working at the warehouse down the street or the hotel across the way or whatever. They got into this job. They can care less about what happens to you. They want their bread at the end of the day. That's the bad part. People getting their bread, they can care a lot less about what you have to do for that job. And this is a prime example with these police officers, in my opinion.
Yo, they're bitch made, plain and simple. Dude, I was afraid of being a post, and I said it because it was on my heart because, yo, you get paid in the hundreds of thousands of dollars annually before overtime after 5 years. These people pay their tax dollars to ensure that you had their backs, and God forbid that the worst ever happened to them. Mm-hmm. And there's this one case I learned, Gonzales versus Castle Rock, in which, according to the Supreme Court, the police are not legally required to protect you unless they are told to by their superior officer or whatnot. So they have no duty to protect you legally. This woman lost her.
Isn't that crazy?
The woman, Gonzales, lost. She divorced her husband, right?
Yeah.
So her husband came. She had a restraining order, and he violated the restraining order, got her kids, and then a few days later, the next husband, killed her kids.
Her old husband or the
old husband?
Those are kids?
Yes, 2 of them. Wow. And she took the Castle Rock to court. Castle Rock Police Department to court for the negligence of not able to protect her from a restraining order, and the Supreme Court said, guess what? They don't have no duty to protect you.
But if I have a restraining on you, you're supposed to enact. You're supposed to, No.
Here's the thing with a restraining order: it's supposed to keep you at bay. If you violate it, it'll be added on to the charges later on when we go back to court.
Yeah, that's it. It's just an addition.
That's all it is.
So,
how fucked up is that? I'm not even a law major. I know this shit. How fucked up is that?
So wait, time out. Let me get straight now. Now if we're just going. So wait.
He's flabbergasted right now.
I am flabbergasted.
You know what it is? It's a late call on a basketball play. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Simon said, "Oh, foul."
The game's over, nigga. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's what it is. I see it all the time. I see a soccer too. It'll be like offsides. Like, yo, that was like 5 minutes ago, my guy.
Like, what are you doing?
Wow.
What's with the red card?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And that's what it led precedent to what's going on right now in this country. The cops pretty much protect property and not people.
Yeah. This is why when people get killed, it's an outrage. But if you destroy property, that's when you actually see things happen.
Yep.
It's got to destroy more property.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But back to the story. I know I had to bring that up there because just to give you guys bring full circle this whole situation.
So,
wow.
The after effects of them waiting for 45 minutes to enter the building. The cops finally enter the building. There's a standoff, and he gets shot dead. The kid. I believe that the resource officers first engaged him first, and 2 of the officers got hit.
Yeah,
but wounded.
One of the border patrol officers got hit too as well.
Yeah, but he had body armor on, right?
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think he had body armor on. This is why it's allegedly now a thing that body armor is about to be illegal.
Wow.
For civilians or just for
or it's going to be more of a step to get it. to get body armor. Thank God I already got mine, but it is what it is.
No, but honestly, I hate to be the guy, but yeah, I can understand why now would be more of a step to get it now because it implies that if you get body armor, you're gonna do some shit. You're gonna fuck some shit up.
All right, well, let's get there. Let's get there. All right, so
sometimes I take my body armor with me to the gun range because you don't know what the hell somebody got going on in their head. You just don't know.
Exactly.
Ricochets, whatever.
So
keep your body armor on you.
So that happens. I think was it the next day or the day of? Governor Abbott.
It was the next day, I think.
That wheelchair fucktard. Is he still in the wheelchair?
Yeah, he's still in a wheelchair.
What is it?
Wow.
I don't know what it is, but that's God's way of saying, you did smited. All right. I said what I said.
This guy is on doing a fucking news I guess
a press conference,
and he's just fucking tone deaf.
But it gets worse because Beto O'Rourke, the guy who ran against him the last time for governor, he called him out on his bullshit.
He stepped him. He said, the blood is on your hands.
And he's right. Because he could have done two things to prevent this tragedy from happening. The red flag law and not sign that law he signed up last year in which you'd be 18 years old. Doesn't matter where are you from in Texas, you can get a gun, no problem. He refused to do the red flag law. He backpedaled because why? It will hurt his political aspirations.
What is the actual what is in the red flag law? What exactly? I don't know exactly.
Let's say pretty much if anything comes up on your record, like if you're a wife beater or you're abusive or have mental issues.
Okay. Like a real background check.
Yeah.
Okay, so now here's
Gotcha.
all right, so cool. So we're not going to go into it because Steve Kerr basically, because here's the thing about Steve Kerr, if you guys don't know about Steve Kerr's background, Steve Kerr's dad died in the 80s, I believe.
Due to Beirut, yeah.
Due to Beirut. Yeah. They stormed Beirut. He was a professor there, and he got shot and killed.
Yep.
Yes.
And died.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand, when Steve Kerr is very,
passionate about
a lot of things. And
it hits close to home.
It hits close to home for him. Because, his dad was giving a
lecture.
No, as he was speaking.
As a professor.
I felt like he was having a PTSD moment.
And then.
Think about it.
His dad died.
For no reason. Other than teaching.
Over teaching overseas.
Yeah.
And in Beirut. And when he's speaking, he talks about HR 8. And then he bought HR 1446. So what's the hell's HR 8? Because I want to know what it was about.
Universal background check.
It's universal background check. Now, Crammy already explained to me that there is already background checks. That's already there.
But you want to federally cross the board.
It's for the FBI. But they want one federally across the board. Now, I was like, okay, what does the background check entail? Supposedly how it goes is when you get a gun, they run your name through the database to the FBI.
Yeah.
And it takes about 108 seconds.
Yeah.
To process. Basically a minute and 10 seconds. No.
About 2 minutes.
No, minute and a half for the process. And then you get your gun. And my head, Crown, we spoke about this. I said, for the life of me, it drives me crazy that I can get a gun faster than I get a pair of bread ones. Something that can harm somebody and can do damage, but the bread ones, it takes me, a year and a couple of days just to get online to order sneakers.
But why are we surprised?
Are we really surprised?
You could get you can go to the military after high school, but you can't go to the NBA after high school.
No, it's been 1 year.
You can't drink. You can't rent a car.
Exactly my point.
And you can't rent a car. You can own a car, but your insurance premium will be really high.
Yeah, but you can't rent a car from a rental place.
No.
So you're 25 years old.
Yeah, is it 25 or 21?
It went up to 25.
25 now?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Just about anything that could reduce your life expectancy.
Yeah,
you can do super.
Because I know that in New York and New Jersey, the legal smoking age is 21 now.
Yeah,
it's not 18 anymore.
Nope, no more 18.
So,
and now Governor, whatever her name is in New York, she's trying to raise the gun.
Kathy, I think Holcomb.
Hochul.
Yeah,
she's gonna raise it up to 21 now.
To get a gun?
Yeah. So it's too late now, but I just say her 10.
Because Krabby and I, we speak on this stuff, and he's like,
21's not gonna make a difference. You might as well be like, oh, let's raise that 25.
No, you could. But we speak often.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm like, there has to be gun control. And Krabby said that, when his rebuttal is there already is.
Yeah.
Probably there gotta be more. And then I started doing research about like, I think there's something in New York. There's 12 states that have gun licensing laws.
Yeah.
Which I did like. Which basically says like, okay, to get a gun, you gotta apply.
Yeah.
Then you run your background check.
Of course.
Then you take a class.
Yep.
On it. Mm-hmm. Then I think you do. I think they run your database through multiple different things. So like, if you had a mental breakdown issue, it pops up.
Yep.
And you're talking about new laws? Okay.
No, these are laws right now. I believe there's gun licensing laws that's like in 12 states, Massachusetts, New York.
It feels like
maybe 12, maybe.
Yeah.
It feels like depression and stuff
that would pop up.
That would pop up, but that would ultimately
that might ban you from getting a weapon.
Because I'm guessing they could technically use the depression as saying I can shoot somebody.
Okay. I get that aspect of it. Yeah.
Go ahead, Krim.
I don't know. Have any of y'all ever filed for or tried to buy a pistol before? Anybody?
I'm trying. I am.
I'm applying to get my permit right now.
No,
I applied for my pistol permit. Yes.
Did y'all read that pistol permit?
From up and down? I have the paper. I never got it. I never went to do it. I'm going to apply for one. What about you?
Now I'm gonna look at you like you foolish.
I have to read it all before I set my life away.
And you didn't read it?
Me?
I have it.
I'll be honest with you.
I didn't read it. No, because I have it.
Well, they ask you those silly questions. They ask you those questions on that actual form. They ask you things. It's up to the person to tell the truth or whatever the case. But with the universal background check, you give up freedoms. But it's not a freedom I would mind giving up when it comes to something that I feel like I need to do for myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to know what my background is, I don't care. Knock yourself out. I don't have nothing to hide.
Like you're clean. Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. I ain't got nothing. You want to go look. If you find something, let me know, because I ain't know it was back there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problems. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they ask you those problems. Yeah, I'm done with you.
That was funny, though.
It's funny. Nice funny.
Man.
But he's right, though. I didn't remember see that on my friend's forum. I'd be his cosign for that because as a witness. He's right, though. He's definitely right.
And
yeah, man, they ask you those questions, and everything that you're saying, these other countries do, or other states do, and these other countries do it as well.
Yeah, especially Japan.
They are optional. They are optional, not mandatory. They're optional in America. Yeah. Everywhere else is mandatory.
Mandatory. And
so they are there. They are there. So to say we need, they're already there.
Yeah, so you just got to enforce it.
You got to make it mandatory.
Yeah.
It's already sitting there. It's right there. We're looking at it. So this is why every time they say something about gun reform, we can go directly to what they're talking about because it's already sitting there.
See?
So we got to be more uniform.
You got to be
more uniform. Yeah. The law itself.
You have to get Senate to pass these laws.
And that'll never happen.
You have to get the Senate to pass it if they are not going to do it.
Say it again. Say it again so that people can understand. You have to go and vote.
You have to get the Senate to pass it.
Yes.
Because the House will pass it. But it's just the Senate won't.
Yeah. Because we know who's in there.
Right now, there's been a bill sitting there for 2 years to get universal background checks, and there's 50 senators that won't sign off on it.
Yes, HRE.
So if they won't sign off on it,
because you know what's in their back pockets.
And then on top of that, you won't vote those same senators out, so there is nothing we can do about it.
But
you're going to cry in the streets. It does not matter. Nothing's going to change. Until you change the senators, nothing's going to change.
I can tell people that you have to vote, but
they have to vote.
But let's go back to the whole situation. We're getting ahead of ourselves right now. We're getting way ahead of ourselves.
No, we're
trucking along. But the part that could be the most is like the cops, you are 40 to 80 deep. And you could handle one guy with 2 AR-15s. You could beat my motherfucking ass, no problem, walking on the street, doing la la la, eating my ice cream, but you can't take down a kid with 2 guns, with 80 people with body armor and shit?
let me ask you this question. Just to add on to what you just said. You said it was a large amount of cops outside of Uvalde. How you say their name? Uvalde,
yeah.
Uvalde, Texas. Do you know in Houston, they pulled up on the scene. I can't remember this kid's name. I got to look it up. Before he can say, let me see your hand, he didn't get the word hands out of his mouth. Before he shot the kid in the neck, black kid, killed him. This happened damn near a day after Uvalde. You're not going to hear about it, though.
Wow.
Oh, what's up?
I will send you the video if you want me to. Yo, he as soon as he pulled up, the car stopped. He opened the door, drawing his gun. He said, let me see your hat. Gun went off, hit the kid in the neck, killed him.
Jesus Christ.
One black kid sitting outside, or one kid of color sitting outside on there, 3 cop cars around. They pull out, let me see your hands. They shot him in the neck without hesitation. This kid told somebody online, told his friends. There's a transcript of the conversation he had. He was pissed off at his grandmother because she was on the phone company trying to get something done with his phone. She said, yo, she's being annoying. I'm about to go do something to my grandmother.
Yeah, so talked to some.
About 3 minutes later, he gets back on there. I just shot my grandmother in the face.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, you can tell this kid's loose.
Yeah, I heard
that. Mind you, he did that. Grandmother told his friends in the house with his grandfather, who was a felon, did not even know he had guns in the house. Boom. Didn't know that. Drove his car into a ditch, walked into a school, armed to kill 21 people.
Wow.
To kill 21 people while a group of cops who they say that we're supposed to wait and they let them do that thing. Mothers and other people ran in there and got them kids out while a group of cops stood there talking about we don't know what the fuck to do.
They're like 40 to 80 deep, right?
Leave. Huh?
They're like 40 to 80 deep. Those cops,
my head
right?
is spinning right now.
Yo, yeah, like now at this point in time, who would want to leave their family's trust in a bunch of cops that only got that job to get a pension?
And
that's what it seems
if
like.
I'm those citizens of that city, guess what I'm doing? I'm dissolving that police force.
Facts.
Have to.
Yo.
I'm dissolving them.
But that's the thing. No one can relate. No one can sympathize when it's not their kid.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there'll be a lot of bootlickers out there. There'll be a lot of bootlickers saying, "Oh, the cops are here for a reason. The cops are here to protect you, protect the blue. Blue lives matter. Blah blah blah." They will eat my ass.
They've been very quiet.
Wait.
Yo, don't get me wrong, man. Like, you do have to protect all of everybody needs to be protected. But if that is your job, that is what you signed up for, trained for, tested for, took the oath for. When it comes time to do your job and you want us to put our guns down and not do anything and let you do your job, then do your goddamn job. There's a kid in there picking off children.
Yes.
And according to
what the fuck are you waiting for?
Yeah. According to school shooting protocol, you supposed to storm in because every minute it unfolds. Another person gets killed. According to Kenneth Trump, he created the protocol. You go in either 1 cop deep or 100 cop deep. Go in and stop the shooter from in the school. They didn't do that.
They waited for 45 minutes.
No. Yeah, they waited. We waited, and those kids were killed. And
they're called.
If I'm a parent right now,
listen, man,
it's ugly.
You want to say something real quick?
What's up?
I know everybody here is talking about the cops and stuff, and I get it. The cops failed their job. Let's not lie here. But as somebody who's not, I'm saying this person is way younger than me, but as somebody that is still technically young in a sense, that person who did survive, who covers on the blood, you can't forget how troubled she must be. He or she must be. Because I can't.
She's gonna be counseling for life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I can't lie. I can't think of doing something like that where covering myself with blood. I'm not saying I'm afraid of blood,
but to save yourself.
But to save yourself like that, it's like that's some genius level stuff to do. And I can't lie. I can't. I just feel sorry for her.
That she was that quick with it.
Just think about it. We used to think when we saw movies like, yo, that's some outlandish shit. I ain't gonna wallow in somebody's blood and act dead.
Yeah.
She literally had to do that.
Yeah.
That wasn't a cut. You can get up and go to your room. It was, if I don't do this, I ain't going home.
No.
Yo.
And I gotta lay there.
That's so bummed.
Bonkers, bro.
Yeah.
Kudos to her.
Because
everybody that survived, man.
That's how
Great points, man.
So be like a motherfucker though for her.
And you know what I'm waiting for too, Cram? Because you know,
I mean, survivor's guilt. I mean,
you had people back in the day. Oh, the shooting in Virginia was a hoax. The shooting in Sandy Hook was a. Remember people saying, "Well, Sandy Hook was a hoax."
Ala Vista was a hoax.
Vista was a. I dare
San
you.
Bernardino.
I dare you.
My cousin was killed in San Bernardino.
To talk about those kids being killed in Texas right now. I dare somebody. Open their fucking mouth and say something like that.
I'll beat the shit out of them.
I will punch it. I will know waiting for. Knows gonna do it. You know who's gonna do it.
Yeah.
That Margie Taylor Greene chick.
She
gonna do it.
She gonna do it.
She gonna do it. Cause remember she was harassing those kids.
Yep.
For Sandy Hook, but it went down to the governor's office. And watch it in D.C.
Yep. And those parents went through hell.
Yes.
Those parents had to move multiple times. They were getting death threats, getting like people in front of their house, destroying their shit for 10 years about, right?
Plus.
And it finally took suing Alex Jones, that nutty ass nigga, to stop it. And even then, he's trying to dodge like Trump and not pay the money he's owed to these people. Say he's bankrupt.
That's my problem.
I just throw him in a hole. Be like, you bankrupt? You gotta get thrown in a hole out here, man. That's how I see it. It's one or the other. You either pay or you get this hole. It's one or the other. Shit, on some real shit. Yeah.
Paul's gonna go over there. Okay, so listen, we're gonna put a brick between your legs.
Facts.
Which leg is your most dominant leg?
Yeah, gonna humble you right now.
Yo.
And I bet you see how fast you come with that money.
Sure, I'll put Felice Johnson in there with you, to be honest with you. Get you right. Get you right out here, man.
Oh my God.
He'll tell you he like you.
Like, we should be laughing at this, but it's funny though. He's right though, man. Like, it's like, and I hope something like that doesn't happen to these parents, because it's like, for the hell they went through, those Sandy Hook parents, and those kids are going to high school now, mind you. Those kids who survived are going to high school.
Yes.
The people who survived Columbine, they have kids in high school.
Yes.
And ain't shit changed. Because we brought it back to the circle. If we don't vote these fuckers out, these
50 senators,
these career politicians, and it's not only on the right either, it's on the left as well.
Everybody
who are in
it's
the
on
pocket.
Every person that got some interest in this country, man. It's on every last one.
Listen, just like we need gun reform and all these background checks, we could do the same thing with these vets. We could give them therapy, really analyze their psychology, what they've gone through, and put them right in the schools.
But you know what they are actually? What's the name? Biden has just approved $40 billion for the VA, so things are moving in the right direction.
Ooh.
Things are moving in the right direction.
Clear 40 million or 40 billion?
40 billion.
Okay.
You got a bunch of vets with a skill set
and need a job.
That's asking for money and stuff like that. Once they become civilians, now put them in these schools. It's very, very simple. You could compensate them well, give them benefits. It wouldn't be no different if they were in the military.
I was talking to a friend of mine who's a cop, and he says that some cops, like I know in Patterson, even in Jersey, the enforcement cops, or the, I guess, enforcement police, which are like police
school
auxiliary
enforcement
cops.
Yeah.
No. The auxiliary cops.
Oh, all right.
They get paid cash for detail work. So like, you might have a cop that might be parked in like, I don't know, BJ's or Costco.
Yeah.
And they getting paid for that.
That's not bad.
So they are getting detail work. Just gotta give more.
Yeah.
My whole thing, this is me.
We on part-time status cops, pretty much.
Yeah, this is me. We need to have stricter ways, or just like if we could do it in Japan or even Switzerland, how they do their gun laws to get a gun.
Yeah. You gotta pass a background test. You gotta pass a psychological test.
In Japan, you gotta pass
drug tests.
Yes. In Japan, you gotta pass a background. First, you gotta go apply.
Yeah.
Then you gotta pass a background check.
Pass the school test.
Pass the written test. Pass the marksmanship test.
95% or higher.
Yeah. Then you gotta go to get yourself psychologically evaluated for the gun.
Yes.
And drug test on top of that.
Yes.
And they inspect it once you're an owner.
Once they have it at your house, you have to have the gun and the ammo in separate places.
Which makes sense. And under the lock and key.
Yes. And every year they come in and they'll check your thing. Now, like, okay, maybe not every year you come and check my weapons out, but, have somebody randomly pop up for,
Yeah.
for that.
Like, pull it.
But
yeah, I can see that.
My whole thing is I was bugged out was when because Cram and I, we talk.
Yeah.
That, let's say Cram buys a gun, buys several guns.
Yep.
And Cram's like, you know what? This Glock right here, I don't want it no more.
But Japan and America is, you can't get a handgun in Japan.
No, you can't get a handgun. No civilians. No civilians are allowed handguns over there. So you're allowed, I think, shotguns and rifles.
Yeah.
And if Cram wants to sell me his gun, he can. And guess what? Guess who's register the gun once I have it?
He is.
But I don't got to register it.
Nope.
No.
How crazy is that?
That's loophole right
there. That is considering who the hell you're buying it for. Because if you are buying a gun from me, I 1,000,000% would get a change of ownership done at the police station for that goddamn gun.
Yes.
Because you're thorough.
You're thorough.
You know who I had an issue with that with?
I remember when you came Artie. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, you heard me.
Wow.
Yeah, Artie. I'll tell you the story real quick. Probably told y'all before, but I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm laughing because I know who he's talking about.
Oh, boy.
Artie is like my brother, man. Artie's a brother of mine, and I can't say he's like my brother. He's the brother of mine.
No, he's our brothers. We all, if you guys don't know, podcast listeners, my Jersey fam, we're not related by blood, but we are related by the bonds we share, and we are brothers.
Yeah.
I'm the littlest one of everybody.
1 trillion.
All right?
1 trillion, man. All of y'all in that room is my brothers, whether y'all believe it or not. Y'all are.
You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead.
Same here, man.
There was a gentleman at my job. This is a wild ass story. The gentleman at my job, he was trying to get rid of some stuff or whatever the case. He had an issue with I think he had an issue with controlled things, if you understand what I'm saying.
I get it.
So he was trying to get rid of some of his property, and I was like, yo, man, what you doing with that? He was like, yo, I'm trying to sell it. I'm trying to get it off. I was like, yo, word? I'll buy it. And I buy it off you right now. I said, anything happened to it? Anything you ever done with it? Nothing like that. Like, nah. I was like, all right. He was like, yeah, I even bring it to your house. We do a change of ownership or whatever the case may be. Get it sealed by notoriety. Notary public, excuse me. You got to get it signed by them. And you take it to the police department. I said, no problem. At the time, I lived across the street from the police department. The second he dropped it off, I walked across the street. Yo, can you run the serial number on that? I just bought this. You know what I'm saying? Just bought it over a friend. He said it was cool. I just want to make sure. They ran it. It took them about 2-3 hours or whatever the case may be. It was like, nah, the gun is clean. You ain't got no problems with it. You know, no issues. I said, all right, say no more. Thank you. I took it. I had it. It was my little pocket joint to go back and forth to work with. We got coyotes, all types of stuff out here. I'm walking and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I need something on me. My brother, he wanted something for his lady. And I went in, at that point in time, I moved up in the size of pistol I got. I got an M&P 2.0. Beautiful gun. I couldn't take my race gun with me, but that M&P 2.0 was perfect. It's what I needed. Had the round count I wanted. I was cool. So I said, I'll get rid of this one. I went to sell it to the homie Arnie. For the low on top of that. So I was like, yo, yeah, the gun is yours or whatever the case may be. When you come down here, you can pick it up. Now, mind you, I live across the street from the police department. So I'm like, all we got to do is walk across the street, sign the paperwork, you got it. I showed it to him when he came down here because he lives in Reno. I showed it to him. He looked at it. Yeah, it's cool. This, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. I went to work. He went to his shorty crib. He was supposed to be leaving that night. He went to his shorty crib and gave her the gun without signing no paperwork, without it getting sealed, with none of that shit.
Whoa.
So when I got home, he was already headed back to Reno. I'm like, all right, whatever. I look in the drawer, ain't no gun.
Oh, no.
I call him immediately. Yo, my nigga, what are you doing? yo, where it at? He's like, yo, I gave it to her. I said, Joe, nigga, my name is still on that damn gun. You know that, right? He was like, I said, I left the paperwork and everything for you to sign here when I left. I left it here on my desk. Sign it. So when I come home, all I need to do is have it get stamped. And that's it. They already have the first copy. Bruh, like, what if she goes somewhere and somebody take that gun and do something with it? I am responsible for whatever they did because they're still in my name.
Mm-hmm. That's your ass on the line.
So I was like, yeah, I know what you're about to do. You're about to spend your money and come the fuck back down here next week and sign off on this damn thing.
Shoot, you gonna sign off
end up doing.
An hour. Forget that. Forget next week. Bring your ass back right now.
Yeah, no. He did that joint, signed off on it, or whatever the case. I got it stamped, and I'm cool with that. But I don't play those games, man. Now, if you just got somebody that just want to sell you something, they will. But if you have somebody that's conscious about what they're doing and know that what they're selling can be the end all, the be all, you got to take responsibility for what you're doing. And you learn that in these TCW classes. You learn that in these training classes. If you're going to do anything with these firearms, you have to take responsibility.
Exactly.
The issue is people ain't going to take responsibility. You got lawyers that'll get you off. There's loopholes all over the fucking place. You can't do anything as a law-abiding citizen the way you want to because so many people screw it up. Sorry about the long-winded story, fella.
No, you're on point with that, man.
And like you said, it's this, like, I'm not saying fascination that we have in America about guns, but like
it's gun culture in general.
It's gun culture. Like, I get it. Let us be responsible. Let us take extra steps to be responsible.
But you know, that's asking for too much in this country. Because listen, you talk about a country in which 2 years ago we couldn't be forced to wear a mask or get a shot to think care about our fellow man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's give it 100. Let's give it real. Let's give it extra funky in that one. If we couldn't even do that, you asking for people to be actually responsible with guns that the country over. Dude, you're asking for freaking world peace at this point.
It's like it's not gonna happen.
You hit the nail on the head. If somebody was willing to fight you over putting a mask over their face just so they wouldn't get sick, what do you think somebody's gonna do when you come tell them, I need your gun or something like that? What do you think is gonna happen in this country where everybody think they shit don't stink?
Dude, put you full of holes, no questions asked. You what my property for? Blah 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 blah. Done.
Feels like slavery staying inside.
It feels like the Holocaust.
It's a pandemic.
I wear my star.
It's a pandemic. And all you see in Italy is like the end of the world over there. Mm-hmm. And all you gotta do is just stay inside. Be mindful of the others, and people are complaining about that.
Yeah. Just mind you, don't be up in everybody else's faces to put a mask on.
Listen, Americans, and I know, I learned this as a kid. We are not proactive, we're retroactive.
Yeah.
You wait shit to get done first, and then we'll do it. Prime example, look at seatbelts.
Oh my God.
It's just multiple people dying to get on that shit in America.
So imagine you driving a car in the 60s and the 50s with no seatbelt.
I think
they had no choice.
I think it took the death of James Dean, I think.
Who knows?
Or something like that. Something huge.
I know Teddy Pendergrass fucking getting paralyzed because of a car accident.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't wearing his seatbelt.
He was doing something else in the middle of that car accident. We ain't gonna pull out Teddy business.
Let's not speak on that. Let's not speak on that. It's a documentary on Showtime. Y'all can watch it for yourselves, and y'all get informed that way.
Oh my God!
Let's not go down to that.
Singing that "Come On Over to My Place" before that damn song. He'd be alive right now. Nasty ass. Nasty as you want to be. Yo, shut up, man.
This guy. No, that was a good one. I like that. That was a good one.
I'm just saying. Okay? Like, I'm tired of these RIPs, mass shoot. I'm over it.
Like, honestly, I'm over it. But this is America. Like, it took how many people dying from rat poisoning and all that stuff for the USDA to be made in America?
Yeah.
It takes a death for shit to get done, but it seems like the one thing that won't happen, but time and time again we see death. It's like listen, I'm not against guns. I'm a pro-gun guy.
I am too.
I'm for people
to have to be armed.
Be armed, especially Black, Brown, and Native American people.
Let us be, civilized. Let's be more responsible. That's it.
This might be heartless, but I could have done with COVID getting rid of all these racist crackers, all them old heads. just reform. To be honest with you, I could have done without them. We could have got these laws passed. You know, it could have been a better tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought COVID, sure enough, would have put a lot of people in the dirt. But
oh, he's dead.
But it is like, there's a whole Reddit called the Herman Cain Award. I shit you not. And it goes
what award?
The Herman Cain Award. Remember Herman Cain? That politician?
Yeah.
Godfather's Pizza? That nigga?
That dude?
Yeah.
And he ended up dying of COVID?
He survived stage 4 cancer, went to a Trump rally, got COVID, and died.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up, man.
See?
And there's a whole subreddit called the Herman Cain Award in his honor.
See?
You survived
that's crazy.
stage 4 cancer, my nigga, and you died. This is how you die?
Yeah, man.
Should sit in the crib.
Crazy.
But then it goes to tell you in this country, you could easily not die a preventable death if you do the right thing.
Yes.
But we don't do that here.
No.
What's that?
Nah, because that's taking away freedoms. That's taking away too many freedoms.
So I choose to die
You know what I'm saying?
needlessly. Good one on you.
Yo, listen.
Patriot.
Listen.
Fucking idiots, bro.
Listen, people will go through what they go through, and then they have this feeling of, listen, if it's going to happen, it happens. You know what I'm saying? And they can care less about it. And they want to choose their life, their body, their life, their choice. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not about that lifestyle.
That's just the way it is. And people fought for that. You can't do nothing else about it, because if you take it away, it's the same way everybody's feeling about, hey, you're going to take away my guns. Hey, you're going to take away this. Hey, you're going to take away abortion. Hey, you're going to take like everything. Somebody's always fighting for something. This is why nothing ever gets solved in this damn country.
No, but you know what it is? I think we go after the wrong things in this country, plain and simple. Like, why are we going after abortion for? If you're pro-life.
Why? Just control. Just control.
Well, I know the answer. I know the answer already. I mean, because the whole great replacement theory, we go into that in another conversation, because that's a whole rabbit hole I'm not ready to go into. The whole great replacement therapy situation. The great replacement theory. And we already know what it is. Like, first, they're taking away abortion rights. Then they're going to take away same-sex marriages.
Yep.
Interracial marriages.
Brown versus Board of Ed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They actually, right now in Texas, Greg Abbott, that piece of shit, already said, do we really have to have public schools? He's right now considering trying to fight why should we fund public schools. It might go to the Supreme Court.
What?
If this country cared about its people as much as they cared about money, we wouldn't have these problems.
Exactly.
No, they just care about the whites care about the whites. That's all.
No.
We know that.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's true.
You know that. Yeah.
Like, that's another one. You are absolutely nail on the head with that one, because they don't give a fuck else about nothing else.
Unless you're rich, white, and that's it.
Because I guarantee you,
that's it.
There's a whole bunch of white kids, having to go outside and possibly realize that they could get shot at any given time and stuff like that. Oh, there would be some change.
Yes, there would.
There'd be some change.
Yeah.
But that ain't happen.
But it's just like, I'm just perplexed that at 18 years old, this kid bought 2 assault rifles and no one blinked an eye.
But like I said, it's Greg Abbott signed into law in which on June 21st, 2021, in which anybody could buy a gun with no permit or license.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that writing live.
And remember we spoke about that and we said, oh, it's over. And now look what ended up happening.
A year later, almost a year later to the day.
A year later, a kid walks into school and goes haywire.
But then he tried to play it off. Let's not play it off.
And then when
the actual gun that he bought, you know how expensive that goddamn gun is?
How much does it cost?
Probably over G, I'm guessing, right?
Try 2.
2 G's? He bought 2 G's worth of guns?
4,000 plus the rounds.
No, one of them was worth 2 G's, bruh.
4,000. That's what I said. $4,000 plus the rounds. So you might pay close to $6,000 in total for everything.
And what's the name? If you want to know, I can tell you right now with 300 rounds of 223. Let's see, 300 rounds of 223 right now. Okay, so that's kind of cheap. 300 rounds of 223 is only $240.
That's too expensive.
I'm close.
I'm not got $240 stuff like that.
And plus the armor.
Yeah.
So this kid spent $6,000.
Now, that's a totally different subject. It depends on what class, what size, was it soft, was it hard, was it polymer, was it carbon fiber. It depends on so many different things when it comes to armor.
You're right.
If you want to say an average, maybe between 2 to 325 for the vest that he may have had on. And now I'm just saying vest. I don't know if he had any type of ballistic bag, ballistic hat on. I don't know what else he had on. But if you just talk the vest, depending on the company, you get it from between 200 and 325 for a Class 3 vest. But, he would have to go higher than that because he was shooting 223. Class 3 doesn't stop. I think it just stops 50 cal pistol. I don't know if it stops any AR-15.
All right.
So I don't know.
So the gun he bought was 2. He had 2 AR-15s, right? Or 1? 2. She had 2.
Yeah.
So let's say he
spent 2. Well, 2 AR-15 style guns. The only one that they talked about is the one which is a Daniel Defense. I know that gun, front, back, left, right, center. It's just an amazing piece of machinery. And on sale, it's like $17.49. Not on sale. Oh my gosh, you're looking at over $2,000 for that gun.
$2,300.
So this kid spent $5,000 on that one day.
Possibly.
At 18 years old.
That shit was planned on because the raise that much capital.
18 years old, you get that kind of capital.
So, like, this is all speculations to the amount, but the name of the gun that they actually, and this is the crazy thing. Before, they would just say AR-15. Now they're actually being specific to what type of gun it is. So I'm like, okay, y'all are really going into detail. Why would y'all pull up the amount of money he spent on this gun? Why?
Thank you.
Why? Because before it was just an AR-15. Regardless if it was or not, it was just an AR-15. That's just what they called it.
Yeah.
And that AR-15 could have ranged from $500 to, who knows, $8,000. We don't know.
Yeah.
But his receipt said a Daniel Defense. One of the best guns you can possibly get on this joint for a civilian.
Wow.
And he did that.
Like he raised that money. He waited. He waited and raised that money.
He raised that money to go do this.
Yep.
Now, let me ask you this question. Let me pose this question. With all of these new gun laws that you're talking about,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If that kid felt the way that he felt and sat there and raised the amount of money he needed to raise for that gun, to do exactly what he said he had to do, what would change his mind with 90 more new laws?
Nothing.
And this is the point that we're stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
Because
you can't legislate hate, bro.
No. Exactly. There you go. The background checks just 2 things. If you're a person that was dangerous, that has priors, whatever, you can't get a gun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a law-abiding citizen, you can get a gun.
Yeah.
But what if it's that person in the middle that's troubled, who doesn't have any priors? This kid had no issues. I didn't see no issues at all with this kid.
I feel like even if he's troubled, he should not get a gun.
Yeah, and that's why I rather than been like the gun licensing courses. That way you take steps. So that way, if you want to get that gun.
But let me add this though.
Just add 3-4 weeks onto it.
Cram. How much rounds he had on? How many rounds?
300.
325.
So
325. So technically, he needed 11 magazines.
So my question is this. Hear me out.
This kid out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he was ready to go to do damage, and he did. But question is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Playing all those rounds, you would think that for a gun shop owner, somebody young or anybody in general, that should raise a red flag, wouldn't it?
No,
not really. Due to the fact that most of the time that someone buys a firearm, most of they're urged to buy a certain amount. Like even when you get your gun, they tell you to run 100 to 2, maybe 100, 300 rounds through your gun to break it in.
All right.
And me, when I used to get excited the second I bought a gun, I left there with 500 rounds on, but I was going straight to a range. I wanted to break it in. I wanted to know how it felt with no oil on it, everything before I even attempted to clean it. I wanted to know what the differences was. So I bought the ammo. I would shoot 250 as soon as I got it. And then after I cleaned it, did everything else, ran the 250 through it so it's broken in. I would run another 250 on it to make sure I understood what the trigger pull was, everything else. So, yes, it can run a flag if the kid just seems like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing or whatever. Or he could have been extremely determined, like, I want this, that, and the third. You 18, what do you want this gun for? And you were real determined to get it. I don't know what it was. I don't know what the process was. But
because I know the owner.
Majority of the time, whenever you buy a gun, the first thing you do is buy rounds with it. Rounds in a case to carry it in.
I know the owner. The gun owner felt super apologetic that he sold the gun to him. I think it was that owner of Buffalo. One of them. But I know the others. I wish.
Well, the dude in Buffalo wasn't from Buffalo.
No, he's from New York.
He's from Conklin.
From Conklin.
Yeah.
He drove 6 hours away.
No, 3.
I thought it was 2. He drove 200 miles. Yeah, he drove 200 miles up to Buffalo to that small town to hand that out.
And he was casing the scene in Buffalo.
For months. For 6 months.
Yeah. And he picked the right location because that's the only supermarket in that area.
And those people had to fight to get a supermarket in their area.
Yeah.
It was a food desert.
Yeah.
I think it's also
and they have gun laws in there that nobody can really have their guns out or whatever the case. He knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
That kid knew exactly what he was doing. He was going, and if he didn't caught, his words were, I planned on killing more. Wow.
And what made me so mad, because apparently there was an FBI agent that was watching that was in on the video.
He funded him.
What?
A former FBI agent funded him. Yeah.
Funded the kid?
Yes.
What?
A former FBI agent, yes. I remember that story. You motherfucker, you gotta be kidding me.
He funded the kid.
Yes, I'm not lying. Look it up. I'm not bullshitting you. Why am I bullshit you on that?
He shot the kid and he didn't do nothing?
No. A former FBI agent supported the kid in Buffalo.
See,
like financially.
Supported? Wow.
See, Mr. Gun Shooter got more money for somebody saying, "Yeah, go ahead."
Because he's in a room or a group or something like that, and one of the guys was a former FBI agent.
FBI is investigating if retired Fed knew about the Buffalo shooting plan in advance. He said the federal agent might have had 30 minutes advance warning of the mass shooting plot targeting black people in the Buffalo supermarket, according to the Buffalo News. Oh my gosh.
He's absolutely fucked.
Dude, he's fucked.
The former agent is believed to be from Texas. It's not been established if the agent actually accepted the invitation to view the plans, but an FBI source confirmed to local paper that none of the 6 called the local enforcement to raise alarm about the upcoming shooting.
He is so fucked.
So the people who were actually watching the video didn't do anything but watch the video at all.
Yeah, and they're all fucked too. Those people in that Twitch room.
Wait.
They're gonna find them.
Yeah, they're gonna find them. It was live streamed when he did it.
They could have easily called the police, give the police a heads up. Yo, there's a guy about to do a mass shooting in a supermarket. Please get to the scene immediately. They could have easily called it. It's a 2-minute video. In a millisecond, you could have called the police. Tell them, listen, I need somebody to call to Buffalo. There's a warning. Listen, this guy is streaming a mass shooting right now at a top supermarket in Buffalo. None of them did that. 30 people in that room. None of them did a fucking thing.
So you're telling me
they them all.
What else can you say?
He's just shoot up school.
Now, just put that in perspective. Everybody's talking about gun laws. Everybody wants to scream. But when you have an opportunity to stop something, you do nothing. You don't say shit. You don't call shit. You ain't got to go over there and be a hero. Pick up the phone and call something. They don't watch that happen.
It doesn't take much. You want to put your ass out there in the line?
Take a phone call. Somebody is quick to pull out a phone and watch somebody get their ass.
Thank you.
Thank you. But when they see something that they can really do.
Like I see on a regular basis on this shit on Instagram.
Now you don't see it on TikTok because they flagged that, but Twitter, Instagram,
that shit's still there.
EDP.
That's not going to that pedophile.
That's something different. Yeah, man. Not like
I don't know.
I think like I said, if we had if the laws are already there, let's enforce it. Let's get our senators.
You know what? Here's the thing, though. I think we need to put more money into the ATF budget.
Yes.
To make that possible. That's one of the lowest funded arms of the federal government. The ATF.
You know why it's lowest funded?
Is that the alcohol?
Because it goes after what their agenda is.
To say it again.
They say you know why it's the lowest funded. You don't want nobody poking around in your business.
There you go.
And it all boils down to
let me just put this in there. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. So alcohol, getting drunk and all that, weed, tobacco, and all that, and firearms. The main 3 problems in this, couple of the main 3 problems in this country is what? Alcohol, tobacco, firearms. Why aren't you funding that?
Yeah. He's not lying.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely not. I remember seeing this movie, Bowling for Columbine, and they show how they have a registry for the gun owners in America. It's still on paper.
Yeah.
Not electronic registry like everything else, like cars and stuff. And licenses. Like, why?
That's just so crazy to me. Like, I can register my car, but
meanwhile,
I don't register my gun.
You got hard drives the size of a Bergen Mall or whatever the case, listening to everybody's conversation about shit that really doesn't fucking matter in certain situations. But
NSA.
But we still on pen and paper over here.
That one.
And
don't ask why things are taking so long with certain things, man. If you're not going to relinquish the power, nothing's going to happen. That's just my opinion off of what I am seeing. That's what it is.
Because there's too much money in going on for them to do something about it. That's what it is.
And remember, the Supreme Court struck down the whole thing about politicians making money.
So now,
for them putting the Supreme Court, they voted down about like politicians and donations.
Because there's a freedom of speech.
They consider that as a freedom of speech, so they can. Because I think it was
Ted Cruz, that bitch.
It was
Ted Cruz.
Who enacted the bill? I think it was a senator from California that was saying that like politicians should be capped as how much donation they can get. And Ted Cruz and them fought in the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court struck the deal down saying that there should be no limit. So basically, NRA can fund whatever you want to fund.
Oh, I got a list for you people.
What kind of dark money you want to put out there is what it is. But so he said, let's go to your list.
But for him, back to what he said, Cramp, what's his name?
Cramp.
Because he said he's right. It must be 40 people out. Well, here's the people who are on the payroll for the NRA. And I'm going to need some music if you can, please. No, I'm kidding. But here's the thing. All right, starting with this. From Utah, Mitt Romney. NRA donations, $13.6 million.
Dickhead.
Average gun deaths in state per year, 400.
He's a dickhead.
Utah.
Wait, that's $13.5 million a year he gets?
As in total so far.
Oh, okay. I thought it was yearly.
Yearly, I got a couple of mil.
Woo.
All right, Richard Burr from North Carolina. NRA donations, pretty much $7 million. Average gun deaths in the state, 1,470.
Another dickhead.
Okay, Roy Blunt, Montana. NRA donations, $4.5 million. Average death in his state, 1,288. We'll keep going. Tom Tillis.
And that's a year or a month?
Per year.
Okay, per year. Gotcha. Go ahead.
NRA donations, 4.4 mil. Average gun deaths in his state, 1,470. Marco Rubio, that cocksucker, and from Florida. NRA donations, $3.3 million. Average death in Florida.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Want to get
like these 5-6K?
Nah, not that close, but it's in the case though. 2,449.
Huh?
Per year.
So basically,
Joni Ernst, $3 million in NRA donations from Iowa. Average death, 302. Well, it is Iowa, so yeah.
Bunch of states nobody cares about.
Rob Portman, Ohio, NRA, $3 million. Average death amount, 1,602. Todd C. Young, Indiana, 2.8 mil. From average death, 1,021.
Who just paid the highest?
That's Mitt Romney. And what's his name? Mitch McConnell.
How much Mitch McConnell getting?
I'm getting to that right now.
You mean Bitch McConnell?
Bill Cassidy.
I was waiting for his name.
It's coming. It's coming right now, real soon. $2.8 million. Average death in Louisiana, 1,036. Tom Cotton from Arkansas, $1,971,000. Average death, 596. Pat Toomey, that cocksucker from Pennsylvania, 1.4 mil. Average death, 1,628. It's getting worse. We're in the thousands club right now. Josh Hawley, Montana, 1.3 mil. Average death, 1,288. Marshall Blackburn from Tennessee, 1.3 mil. Average death, 1,273. Wow. Okay, Mitch McConnell. There you go.
Kentucky,
NRA donations to date. And then it's a star next to it, too. What's the star next to it?
I'm going
to find out right now. $1.2 million average death in Kentucky. Amount, 770. Wow. And it's a lot more, but we just left the $1 million club right now, unfortunately. Everybody's in the top 100,000s and whatnot. But those are the top guys who get the most money.
Every last one of those people you just said are huge in the Senate and Democratic Republic. Any type of world, they're huge in that world.
Yep.
You really think a gun law is going to pass?
Yep.
Nope. They freaking kidding. They're intense. Who was you talking about earlier? Black. What is it?
Marshall Blackburn.
No. Me and Sister just talking while you was at the gym. You was talking about they got their hands tied and everything.
Blackstone Equity.
Blackstone. All right, now I just broke this down to him. I said, now just imagine Blackstone got Justin Timberlake, his deal, and all this other extra stuff. All these people selling their money. Now Blackstone is America. Listen, I'll get y'all whatever the hell y'all want. Just don't touch my guns.
Wow. and people are pissed. Like, and nothing will change.
You can be pissed, but you're not in a position to be pissed. Just think about that.
Yeah.
We are not in a position to be pissed. We are just regular fucking people when they control every damn thing that we do already.
50 people are holding this thing hostage.
That's why we should put them all in the hole.
Yeah. Look it up. Look it up. It is like 50 senators that are not going to sign off on this thing.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing.
So,
and they're on both sides, so it's not like it's one side holding it off. It's on both sides.
Some more.
So we had to flip 10 seats, if anything, and maintain what we have now in order to make change happen in this country for anything, pretty much. So you're saying.
Basically, yeah. To get the super majority.
And it's going to be hard as hell because of all the new laws they've been implemented for voting
rights.
So we're fucked. So, because they were in 2013, they pretty much destroyed the Voting Rights Act. Thanks to the Supreme Court.
It's basically I'm hearing with the bill badminton.
I'm going to get you a stand for your hand.
Oh, we just
all they do is give us an insight of what they want us to argue about while they keep our attention somewhere else. They're still doing something that we dislike.
Of course,
and this is why when we see it, we're like, yo, why the hell is this happening? They threw us a shiny set of keys as we're staring at that. They're doing a ton of shit behind our back. There's nothing else we can do about it.
Right?
It's nothing.
Let's just say
it's fucking terrible. There's nothing you can do about it.
Let's say those Republicans that was going to flip on the NRA bill. The guy you got to go into primary, we're going to put that guy in power.
That's what it is. Donation. Because here's the thing. Politics is a game of pimps and hoes.
Yeah.
We're the hoes, they're the pimps, and they getting paid out the ass, get the best healthcare in the world, get security detail out the ass.
Being a senator and getting insurance for life?
Michelin star, like platinum star.
Prime level health and coverage for life?
Yeah. Platinum star.
Warren Buffett was like, okay, if I was running the government, these are the things we would do. There should be no way a senator should have life insurance for the rest of his life.
Now we can make the same argument. Now we can make the same argument for the Supreme Court judges. It's a lifetime job.
It shouldn't be a lifetime job.
It should not.
At max, because here's the thing, right? Do you think the older you get, the more you're gonna think outside the box?
Hell no.
No,
man. We all know
that when we get older, we're gonna be stuck in our ways.
Some of them, it's that Alzheimer's starts setting in.
Outside of 30, Tom's got more coonery than ever before, man.
So, I just can't see why the hell are these guys still. No. At max, 15 years max. 50, 20 years max. That's it.
Yeah.
Once you get the fuck up out of here, goodbye.
No, it should be. Or it's 10 to 15, or 10 to 15.
Kick rocks.
A competency tests and stuff like that, because that's important. A lifetime job with that, because my thing is my intentions could be good. Eventually, there could be a day where I become corrupt.
Yeah,
dude.
There's incentives.
Let somebody throw the right amount of money in your front of you. See what's gonna happen. You will flip quick.
That's true.
Shoot.
That's just what it is.
Oh my goodness gracious, man. I'm just distraught.
And summer's coming up right now. We barely crossed the halfway point of this year.
The block is hot, y'all.
And we have over 214 mass shootings so far in 2022 alone.
Huh?
You said the block is hot.
You know what time it is, bro. COVID, listen, I hate when people on news say, last year crime was down. We were in a pandemic.
We were
inside. Of course crimes would be down. You could have gone anywhere.
You really had to go out of your way to commit a crime last
year. And this just goes toward an argument. They know they're wordsmiths, man. They just play with words and just have you in feel with all this other extra shit. Because honestly speaking, 90% of the time, none of this shit is ever going to fucking happen. It's just as focused upon the second it does. That's the only thing that we think about. And then we forget about the people that made sure it would happen in the fucking first place. These goddamn cops. It's so much, man. It's so much. I'm a little burnt up by it, to tell you the truth.
But what got me started, what really blew my mind, if you guys want to see fuckery, and you want to see why certain cops have loss of power, just go look at Supreme Court briefings. I.e. with Terry versus Ohio. How you had 3 individuals in front of I think it was a jewelry store. in Ohio. I think it was like 1951 or 1931.
You got shot, right?
No, they didn't get shot. So there was an undercover officer. He watched two guys pace back and forth in front of the building, right?
Yeah.
A third guy walked over, and he's all right, enough is enough, because, these guys looking suspicious. Stop for them. Two guns end up being discovered. Mm-hmm. Out of three people. Two of the guys go to jail. Mm-hmm. The third one who was arrested, he got let out of jail. But the two guys who went to jail were black.
Shocker.
The white guy was the third guy. He get out. In Terrybus, Ohio, basically started stop and frisk. Because the guy thought that the two guys were suspicious.
No, they were Negroes.
I know it was niggas.
And that's what it was, because they were in front of a jewelry store. Mm-hmm. And he's like, why are you armed? Well, it's 1930. That's how it goes.
Jim Crow was playing around back then, man.
Yeah, man. Other than phone call, I'm going to call one more time.
Shoot, back then, them Jim Crow laws was our Jordan rules.
Pretty much. You can whistle on a white girl, you get killed.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go 100.
Listen, man.
My bad. I know your phone dropped. It was my fault.
It was like with the
yeah. Can you hear us?
That was my fault. Wasn't looking. I just turned around and pressed my phone.
Nah, Krim, I was saying how the Jim Crow era was our Jordan rules back there. He comes to the paint, hit him.
That's it.
Man.
Any final thoughts, anybody?
Shit, I have no final
thoughts. I just wish people would stop looking for ways to gain on somebody. I mean, it's human nature, but look for ways to gain, look for ways to be fake upset, look for ways to try to find their way out of something. When it's right there in their face, just be human, man. This is just a fucked up situation. If we need more background checks, then so be it. But there isn't a criminal that's going to follow that. Number one. No. Number two, you're going to make it harder for people to defend themselves. Number three, we need better training.
Yes.
I wouldn't say defund them, but I would say retrain all officers. What's her name? And there has to be a deeper check on that, because that shouldn't have happened.
No.
People need to start taking someone crying out for help. They need to start taking it more seriously. Because that kid that did it in Buffalo wrote 186 pages or something like that about what he wanted to do and how his life was all messed up, and nobody said nothing about it.
Well, it was about the great white replacement theory situation. He was watching that whole Tucker Carlson bullshit, and that's what kills it the most. Like, yo, this guy literally on Fox News every night at 8:00 speaks that bullshit about white replacement theory, and he pretty much is instrumental in that kid doing what he did in Buffalo. And now he's trying to play it off like, I have nothing to do with this. I wasn't talking about this. Like, nigga, that was you.
Well, see, and then that has to come back to, what are these stations out here spewing? This is definitely propaganda. If you're going to keep saying that you want somebody to get on your side, and they actually get on your side, and the first conscious thought basically is to do this because they feel like they're being wiped out.
Because this guy on a regular basis spews that bullshit. The Tucker Carlsons, the Ben Shapiros, even people who are supposed to be kid folk.
Oh my God!
Can it's always be on that bullshit too?
No.
She's gonna coon herself out of position. I'm just waiting for it.
Herschel Walker.
Oh, Mr. CTE himself.
That guy.
Oh my God! When CTE and Cootery comes together, you get Herschel Walker.
Yo, him? Oh.
Yo, Georgia, if he wins, y'all catches the hardest L in history.
Herschel Walker, boy. Talk about a guy just.
First of all, listen. Herschel Walker's running for what?
Governor.
Herschel Walker's running for
senator.
Governor of what?
Senator
of Georgia. Against.
And then you got Dr. Oz.
Georgia. That's what
then you got
Dr.
Oz running in Pennsylvania. Him talking that bullshit out his mouth.
Like,
have you heard this man talk?
Who, Herschel Walker?
Yes.
I have.
Have you heard him talk?
Yes, I have.
I thought George Foreman was punchy.
Yeah, he got to talk in a day recently.
Holy
no,
shit.
a couple days ago or something like that by Charlamagne.
I thought, listen, God rest his soul, I thought Ali was punchy. Holy shit. Herschel Walker's punchy. That dude is like, hey,
first of all, when I heard him talking, what you need to do, what I need to do is here and take it all together in there first. What you just say? Huh? Now get him out of here, man.
He's like, yo,
people need not to talk. And if he wins,
We gotta watch them boys who on Facebook and watch them girls, and we gotta do this and that, and keep God in church and this. Like, nigga, what are you saying?
Are you rambling, bro?
Yeah, and somebody sat there and was like, "Nah, just keep letting him talk. Keep letting him go.
Let it roll.
Let him go. Let him go."
Georgia, if he wins, that's on you. You see this nigga right here?
First of all, if he wins, they need to, if he wins, they need to recount. That's serious.
They're gonna
happen.
They're gonna put mans on TV and they're gonna be laughing at him. See this nigga? Look at him.
He actually won the primary. He won the primary. Which kills me. He won the primary, yes.
He won the Republican primary?
Yes. For the Trump.
Well, there it
I
is,
shit
Georgia.
you not.
Y'all about to go through it.
Well, Donald Trump, I don't think he never said that. He said what he said, but I don't think he said what he said the thing. And I thought he said what he said, but he didn't say what he said we did. I'm like, what?
Like,
holy
any of that
shit.
English?
I was in tears. I was crying.
Oh my God.
Hey, Georgia, do not let this nigga win.
Please.
Georgia about to take the hits Herschel was taking.
Georgia must have passed a whole bunch of extra shit.
Listen, the only thing I love about Georgia is Atlanta, and that's it.
Oh, man.
Everywhere outside Atlanta, maybe Savannah might get a pass, but everywhere outside Atlanta, all right, Savannah, I don't fuck with y'all. All right?
If I was Shannon Sharp, I'd be worried.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yo, Shannon.
What's up?
Yeah, I just sent you that video, the one I told you the cop hopped out and shot the dude before he finished his sentence. I just sent it to you on IG.
Check this out right now.
Yeah, just look at that.
Dude, that was insane, man. Like, and that's what kills me the most. Like, y'all will do the least work to kill a nigga, but you can't stop a guy who's actually with a gun. Like, y'all want to be cops until it's time to become a cop. It's like that Paul Mooney joke. Everyone want to be a nigga, but no one want to be a nigga.
No,
it's like
true.
It's like everyone want to be a cop, but no one want to be a cop.
Yeah.
You tell me that.
It's just like everybody that loves hip hop but don't want to be black. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. It's
It's
true.
hilarious. Nah. I love y'all music. I just don't want to be y'all. I ain't getting my ass whipped.
Oh, wow.
That's basically what it sounds like.
No, sir.
That's why we give people like Iggy Azalea no pass in hip hop, because he said, I don't want to talk about hip hop. I don't want to speak about black issues because I'm a foreigner. This and that. Third. Bitch, you're eating off of our culture. You're kind of entitled to talk about our struggles.
Yeah, I did see this. Yes. Yeah, he just came out and just popped him.
Right?
Yeah. I did. Yeah. He didn't even get out, put your hands up, and shut it off and discharge. Yeah. I remember that.
That was a hit job.
That was a couple of days afterwards?
Dude, that was during the weekend.
Oh, she's a
That was a
foreigner.
couple of days afterwards when I was told.
Oh,
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize, gentlemen. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what I was told.
That's what Iggy said.
Yeah, that happened. I ain't hear nobody talking about that whatsoever.
Yeah, we got to talk about it, Dan. We really got to talk about it, because it goes to show you, like, there's two types of police in this world. Well, in America, I mean.
Crazy.
This happened in April. This story right here.
Oh, this happened in April.
April.
All right, then.
Whew. Thank God.
Yeah, who heard about it?
No,
we didn't hear about it.
No one heard about it because it didn't hit national news yet.
Yeah, my point. You're not going to point the finger at what's really going on. You'll point the finger at something else.
No, but here's the thing, though. There's so many
This is what I dislike about this company.
You know what it is?
This country. As long as it fits your agenda, you will hide whatever else you need to hide. To make somebody else sound worse. Huh?
It's like, you know what happened? It's like this guy followed Christopher Titus to the best himself. There's so many mass shootings in this country. In order to be, some of them don't even hit the fucking news.
Yes. And the thing with mass shootings is, like we said, the definition of mass shooting is 4 or more.
Yeah.
People getting shot. And so let's say all 4 of us in here, and we all get shot, it's a mass shooting.
Yeah.
Look at this one. I don't even know about this. I send it to you. And I'm on Reddit right now, so you already know Reddit's going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing. Like, people say, like, in order to even reach the national level of news, you got to bring that heat. You got to be spicy, like something different. Because, listen, we saw what happened in Vegas at that country festival. Over 500 hit, and over how many people died? 60, 70 people died? So you got to be extra.
No, it's, what's the name? I can't remember the number. But we have a park dedicated to them.
Yeah.
A lot of people got hit, but the ones that died, we have a park dedicated to them.
60, 70 people died, right?
Give me a second.
Like, so it was a huge number. Huge-ass number. I know over 500 people were hit.
Yeah, it was a ton of people hit, but 61 deaths total.
And over 500 hit, I think, right?
Wait, hold up.
Injured overall.
Yeah, hold on.
Dude, that crowd was packed.
Yeah.
And the dude had a whole like what suite to himself, and dude had drums.
I see. This is the thing about that shit. This is the one thing that everybody in Vegas has said. Like, all right, man, I don't believe this one.
Oh, go ahead.
It was 411 people were wounded. No, wait, hold up. He fired more than 1,000 bullets.
Really? In that one little apartment?
60 people. Yeah. Yeah, he fired it from the Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay.
Remember you passed by there when I was out there. That you showed me the Mandalay Bay where it happened. You showed me where it happened out there.
Dude. Yeah. Right across the street from Mandalay Bay, yeah.
Dude, it was sad.
And it said he fired more than 1,000 bullets, 60 people, killing 60 people, wounding 411, and ensuing panic, bringing the number to the injured 867.
Wow.
So he wounded 411, basically shot 471 people. But after people were running, scattering, 867 were injured.
Because trampled and all that stuff. Yep.
Remember that? What was it? Attack on Titan.
Oh,
remember that scene?
Jesus Christ!
If you know, you know.
I want to find out soon enough. Unfortunately. Man, it's just sad. Like, and that guy was he an arms dealer too? Was he like a level, like a federal level 3 arms dealer, something like that?
I'm trying. I know he had a gambling issue. They put that out. What's the name? I actually got it up right in front of me. I'm reading this as we go along. Whatever the case may be, trying to get this guy's name and all this other extra stuff. But he was in there. I'm gonna tell you this: weaponry. This dude came with 24 firearms, large amounts of ammunition, high capacity magazines. Some of them were drums that hold 100 rounds each. 14 of the firearms was 223 AR-15 type semi-automatics. He had a Colt, 2-day defenses, the same one I said that kid had, an FN, an LWRC, a POF. Jesus Christ, he had a Christensen, an LMT, and a Novisky. The other eights were a 308, an AR-10. Oh God, this dude was to the teeth.
He had somebody help him. There's no way. Somebody had to help him. We didn't see who it was, but someone helped him.
Dude, he was tooled up for damage.
Dang.
I know that main shit.
Okay. Like,
you just sneeze some smoke up toward that joint. I'm like, I'm going off, man. I'm going off. Yeah. And the thing about that is, when you go into a hotel, if you have 4 duffel bags, they're just gonna throw it on that cart and walk it up to your room. That's what it is. Nobody's gonna ask. Nobody's gonna look in your bags. Wait, what that? Wait, whoa. This man had tracer ammunition he bought from a private seller in Arizona gun show. He had ammonium nitrate, so he was going to blow some stuff up.
Jesus Christ.
Along with 1,600 rounds and 50 pounds of tannerite, a binary explosive that if you shoot, it blows up on sight. We already know what that is. But I know what that is, so. Yeah, this dude was armed to the teeth. He was definitely down there to do some damage. His name was Stephen Paddock. All right.
That's it. That's supposedly the guy who did it, but we don't know if that's actually him because they said that a rigor mortis situation. We just found out about it today.
Yeah, but they released a story out here that he was going through some stuff between him and his wife or whatever the case may be. So, you know what I mean? He allegedly went through something else and he had gambling issues. You know what I'm saying? He was married, divorced twice, blah, blah, blah.
So pretty much he said,
none
fuck
of
the
that
world.
is a reason for him to go crazy and fucking start picking people off.
Listen, I'm gonna say to everybody else. Here's the thing, right? Here's my advice from me to all y'all people who are going through it right now who have any murderous tendencies. Instead of taking your anger out on all of us, how about you get some therapy, get some help first, and that doesn't help, then you blow your fucking brains out. How about that?
Yo.
How about that?
Yo, this is the wildest shit. This is the wildest shit, yo.
My jaw hit the floor just now, y'all. If you heard that.
Some people won't do that because they feel like they won't go to heaven if they do it.
Yeah, you're right.
They kill a bunch of people, but feel like, if I kill myself, I won't go to heaven.
But
so this is why they do something stupid, point a gun at a cop so the cop can kill him.
Cop suicide, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
They said this dude, hold up, according to, I I don't even know what this article is, so I don't even know if I want to say this out loud, but this dude said Paddock texts the prostitute telling how he's a government experience and that they were listening to everything he says and does, and they hacked into his brain and took over.
Ooh.
Wow. If that ain't a mental issue, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
STFU, bro. That's what something to fuck up.
Burn in hell. Burn in hell.
Burn in hell.
Yeah.
Anyways, y'all.
Yeah.
That's our time.
Yo, people, be safe, man. Be safe out there. If you do get a gun, make sure you pay attention to everything they say in that class and do exactly what they're saying, because your life depends on it. The people's lives around you depend on it. And whatever you pointing that gun at, life depends on it. And know what you got to do. Go to USCCA to make sure you get the lawyers that back you. If that one's too expensive, there's more. Find out your gun courses. Take them. Take them as many as they want, as many as they give you. Take them so you know how to handle that thing regardless, and you know how to deal with stress, and that is not your one way out. Because that is the one way out of your bullshit, but it starts a whole lot of extra shit for everybody else on this fucking world, including your dumbass self.
Exactly.
You want to kill yourself, knock yourself the fuck out. Matter of fact, you want to kill yourself, jump off a building. It's less paperwork.
And cheaper.
You know, it's funny. There was a video of a guy. I think it was in New York.
It's free to do that.
Was it in Jersey or was it in New York? I think it was in Jersey. Probably in Bayonne. He apparently jumped out the window, committed suicide, and lived, and crushed this guy BMW convertible top.
Yo, that's so dirty.
Yo, you fucked up my BMW.
I would have been pissed.
Oh my god.
No.
That's terrible.
Sorry, y'all.
This nigga, you better pay. You know, we have insurance.
Go kill yourself somewhere else, man.
All right, man. This is us. This is our time, baby. Karen, give me your handle, bro.
Huh?
Give me your handle. Give them your social media stuff.
For which one? IG?
Yeah, IG.
I am DJVS. I am DJVS. Hit me up, man.
So they said, give it.
I'll probably change it again by the time I see it. Because we'll be putting more stuff up there to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
Oh, you fart face. You fart face.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Walt, give me a handle, bro.
I am _ WAL 4 T's for the IG. And Nora Kaiser 45 on Twitter. I don't use Twitter much because I ain't trying to do anything crazy on there. So
I love
so
Twitter.
they can't cancel me.
Twitter. No, Twitter. You can't get. Twitter is uncancelable. Right
I am
now,
not getting canceled on Twitter.
You can't get canceled.
Hold up, don't Elon own that?
Man.
Is it worse now than it was before?
I love Twitter. Are you kidding me? Twitter is popping, bro.
Oh yeah,
no, Twitter's sensational, but
Twitter's sensational.
But they ain't doing to me what they did to Kevin Hart. That's not happening. Yo.
Oh yeah!
Oh man,
that's stupid.
You stupid.
Emperor Key, give me a handle, bro.
Man.
Oh, Emperor Key. Let me just I have changed my stuff sometimes.
It's Emperor Key.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Well,
Seti
Rudy at Twitter and Seti Rudy's POV on IG.
And I am DJ Intense. Follow the podcast at On The Record. Replace the C with a K. Replace the S with a C and DJ Intense. And on TikTok it's DJ.intense. And this is our episode, man. Unedited, unfiltered, just left the way it is because, you know, this thing out here is getting dangerous. And I think as we are the adults, we are more enlightened and we can do better. And let us do it. Let's make the change. I'm not saying that, you know, people shouldn't have guns. Let's have the guns. Let's do that. But let's be more responsible.
Yeah.
Or take a textbook from the religious groups and the gun lobbies and start creating our own groups and push our agendas and get shit done.
Because I cannot see that you have 95% of Americans want change and there's 50 people holding it up.
They're old white people.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's people that just don't want to let go.
Old white
they're not going to let go. They're not.
Are just holding people hostage.
Listen, and fellas, man, I don't care if you're not doing nothing. You got a day where you're just sitting around not doing anything. Take your behind to a gun store and ask that man behind that counter about certain gun laws, about certain gun things. Knowledge yourself up, man, about anything. A knife, an OTF knife, understand that shit is illegal by y'all. The OTF knife is out the front. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just know everything that you have on you and just know it, because these laws, they change all the time, and it's always being changed by somebody that has an agenda. So just pay attention to your state gun laws, your state laws, period. All of them. Any law that you can think about, pay more attention to it.
And the worst thing about it is that they'll change the law, and then as a citizen, you should know. But I'm not
up 3 in the morning to see how they scroll down.
I'm not on C-SPAN. I'm not an expert.
That's a scary part.
Yeah, exactly. None of us are.
Yeah.
And none of us are. But if you ever hear the keynote when to do it, if you ever hear, yo, there was a shooting, look up new gun laws. Just look it up.
Yeah. Oh.
Just look it up.
Shout out to the gun. I think it's a gun violence archive.
Yeah, gun violence archive. Oh, speaking of which, NRA had their meeting this weekend in the same state that went down.
Yeah.
And you ever notice there's no guns in that building at all? Now, so if you're so pro-gun, you're so pro-gun in the most pro-gun state in the country, and you have no guns and people in attendance, what does that tell you right there?
They didn't stop it either. They didn't stop that. The NRA did not. Now, we want gun reform. Yeah, a bunch of people just died. We're going to hold our convention right next door type shit. It's not going to fucking change.
How crazy is that?
And no guns in attendance either. They don't want no guns in the building.
Think about this. You had an incident of mass shooting, and you and the major groups responsible are just, how arrogant are you?
And guess who's the guest speaker? Who was the guest speakers?
I think it was
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And Ted Cruz, who was at dinner somebody. Let me finish.
Listen, y'all, we're leaving now.
Let me finish. Dude was eating dinner, and the dude confronted him. He was smiling. Ted Cruz was smiling. I was being caught out by security. That should tell you what you need to know. So people in Texas, this punchable douchebag, this waste of a human skin.
The same guy that sold you out and went on vacation.
While y'all freeze to death, vote him out.
And had your electric bill prices going to the fucking roof.
$3,000 for electricity bill. That's not a bitch.
That's a guy that Dick Cheney should have shot on a hunting trip. By accident. Just by accident. Be like,
whoops.
Be like, whoops. Oh, I thought it was on safety.
I thought he was a rat.
I will ask this country 1,000,000,001 times. Do you think anything on this damn planet, as far as gun control, is going to change for those type of people in office?
Yeah, you're right. Because look what happened in other countries, parts of the world. Because Australia had a mass shooting. Shit changed quick.
No more guns.
New Zealand, mass shooting. Changed quick. Laws changed quick. Scotland had a mass shooting.
Yeah.
Changed quick.
You want to be technical? Do two sides.
All right.
Switzerland, damn near has more guns than us, and they don't have no crime.
Exactly.
Just because of the laws they got in place. They go out and drink beer when they have gun shootouts. Reason being, if your gun is not in use, it's illegal to be loaded. So if you have your loaded gun next to you, you take a sip of beer, you go to jail. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. Yep. There is no court case. You go to jail. Follow the rules. You can do whatever the hell you want. If you don't, go to jail. Period. I don't understand it. I respect the
Switzerland might have to be the move.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, man. Yo, I love y'all, man.
Love you too, man.
Invite me for more stuff. I love talking to y'all, man.
No problem, brother. We out. Peace.
Later.
And this is our episode of On the Podcast. Peace.